intro. Yeah, my whole crib look like an art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is 10 gaming.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's go now. Street. 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Stroud out of the gun here. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he is going to have the Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Texans, it's 7 and 3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First and 10, Taylor now. Takes it to about the 37.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
19 tight. Check smash.
Stroud sets up the play action. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
To the right side, this is Taylor. Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
19 Lions.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First and 10, it's Stroud. That's complete to Mooney. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Samuel in motion.
Ready.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1.
Smash, smash. Seven Pirates, go.
Jacobs is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Taylor will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And just shutting him off there. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now second and 5. Now Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Preston Smith there on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
24.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Dances by at the 20. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Jones has it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Hey, Ron.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Lawrence to throw. His pass caught at the full. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Texans' 2-yard line.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Stroud. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down to the 10, and they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Come 19. Come 19. Ready?
Stroud now on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Red on red.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Play action. Stroud now. Here's a diving catch right side. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
73 yards rushing for him so far this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense. The way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
60 Maverick. 6 on the ball. On the ball.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs. 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And we've got a good one brewing. Burrow knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it first and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. On second down, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first and 10, it's ETN. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Lawrence on third down. Rolling to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Lawrence. Flush to his right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check it, check it. Ready.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Stroud on third down now. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, They wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Come on, come on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go. Hey, smash front.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On the counter, Etienne. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another tote for Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Cook. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on first and goal. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
19 tight. Hurt.
Stroud looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stroud out of the gun here. And and that'll be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 68 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. That's Samuel, caught left side. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now 2nd and 9.
Cougar 19.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This is caught. Touchdown. Bo Melton. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. ETN once more. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Motion man left is Kirk. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go.
ETN up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now Lawrence. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
65 cats, 65 cats.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Complete to Mooney on the slant. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Brings through the contact. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Touchdown, Houston. Curtis Samuel. 38 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence to throw. And this one too low.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 35, here's 2nd down at a yard. Now Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. Now with a 1st down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Panther 11.
Here's Stroud. There's Mooney with another catch. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
70 Timberwolf.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was... He's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth-quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. 19 tight, Check smash. Go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Get it. Warrior 70.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. A strong running. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Come on.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Go check. Rig alert.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he's going to wind up with a 1st down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ready?
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Second down, goal to go. Jacobs. Touchdown, Houston. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, they had one final chance on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for Houston, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8.
I ain't tripping, this is